this year, so that when you get qualified, you'll be able to go to NTB, Goodyear, and run the same machines that they have there, which really gives you a hand up on a summer job. And we all know how tough summer jobs are going to be this year. So that gives you some work edginess ahead of everybody else, okay? Now these cars, when they're up in the air, what I want is don't walk under them, okay? Because they're not always the best. Okay, this one usually when you come in, I just lowered it because I was doing some work on it. This lift will lift 10,000 pounds. That lift will lift 10,000 pounds. Now, that's a ratchet. That clicking, there's a stair step thing that it clicks up. That way if I lift the power, it won't drop. And you bring it all the way up to 9. Okay. Now, you can walk under here pretty freely, but don't, when you come under here, don't come under here until I ask you to come under here. If this is up in the air, try to walk around it. The only reason being is, this one I know is secure, but you never, what you really do is you hit your head on stuff. And if you got no hair to absorb the blow, you cut your head. The thing to watch out for is right where Ryan is, right above you, that thing a year. Alright? Because I would perch in the oxyacetylene, okay, in the MIG. Okay, and it kind of breaks it up a little bit. I wouldn't mind having, 3 people over here welding, and then the rest of you can be working on something else. So it gives me just another lab station for you guys to learn. This thing right here, this is another tool. This is called the strut tamer. This will compress all your McPherson struts. See these springs in here? Well, you can remove them all intact, but they're under pressure. Those springs, if they ever come loose, will go through the ceiling. Okay? I had a guy that worked at Goodyear that did a strut and it went through the ceiling, and lucky it didn't hit anybody, okay? It will fracture a skull, okay? It will cause serious damage. That is why we put it on the strut tamer, and the strut tamer will clasp that down and hold it under pressure. This is a secure way to do it. There are, if you ever need new struts, new shocks, that's what we'll use. Now, just to give you an idea, these shocks were on a car last week. We did a job for a guy. Okay, these shocks, they should be so tough that you can't pull them in and out. Okay, all right. These, yeah, that was on a car on a road. Now that's pretty scary. They're just awful. You're like, holy cow, this person was trying to stop right behind you. I mean, there's some. It's a tool kit, continuous wire feed welder, plasma cutting torch. We got.